Hello, 8th grade students. Well, today I'm going to show you how to access the computer test that will be very useful. You're going to learn how to use some of the tools that are given for you and be successful on MCA test. So I know most of you are familiar because you already went through this exams last year, but still I think we need just to do a quick review and a little bit practice to get used to. So please open Brooklyn Middle School webpage first. And once you access that, next thing I want you to click on Students tab. So when you go to Students tab, next thing that you will choose will be Login Access. So it will be this one, Login Access, and I just need you to click once over here. When you open Login Access, next thing will be this MCA sampler. The second one, IXL is the first, so MCA sampler will be your next choice. And we're gonna open that with one click again. And we will go through the Pearson website. This Pearson company is the one that prepares your tests, and they will, the whole testing process will go through them. So all the information here will be exactly what you can expect on MCA day. I want you to scroll down and go through those reading MCA, math MCA, science MCA folders. Now, definitely you can check each one of those on your own at home, or just access through the iPad. That's awesome thing this year. But together we're gonna go through the mathematics MCA. So I need you to click on this tab over here. Just click once and it's gonna open. Then you're gonna go down and you're gonna choose 8th grade or grade 8. And you will see that we have some online samplers, we have additional materials. All those additional materials will be provided for you and we will do some additional practice with. But today the main focus will be this one over here. So that will be the grade 8 mathematics MCA item sampler. So we need to again click once over here and get this open. On the actual test day, which is April of 24th and 25th, you will be given login information, username and password. Today, we're going to log in as a guest. Definitely, you would not see all the questions that may be given as your actual test, but you will be given a few questions and we will experience some of the tools that you can use on the test day. That's the whole idea of the practice exam today. So, log in as a guest and click on Start Test Now. So, when you click on Start Test Now, you will see section 1, total of 9 questions, and let's go ahead and start the section. So, on the right side of your monitor, there is a folder that it says Exhibits. I want you to click on this folder. This folder is the one that will hold the formula sheet that was given for you for all those days of practice, and also will be there for you. So none of those formulas you need to memorize or try to memorize. What you need to work with or memorize is the information that we wrote around this formula worksheet. Because on the test day, I'm going to ask you to use the formula sheet that will be given for you and write down all additional information that we've discussed. Because without the additional information, you may have some trouble solving part of the problems. So, it's good to have this in hand, but also we want to know what are all those letters stays for, what they represent, how do we use them, and etc. So, let's exit that and move to another tool. Let's say right now we are on question 5. Just as an example, you're on problem number 5 and you're looking through the question and you're thinking, I'm not sure how to do that, or maybe I don't know at all. So what I want you to do in a moment like this is to click up here on bookmark. Bookmark this question as the one that you want to leave it at the end and move on to the next one. Let's assume now we are almost at the end of the test and you have to review some of the questions that you did not answer or you answered but you weren't sure and you bookmarked them. When you click here on the review, you will be able to see which question was bookmarked, which one you have to review again before you finalize the whole test. So when you see that, you will say, oh, I have one bookmark or maybe a few, and I want to go back to question number 5 and think about that. So the best thing of this tool is, once you have it, first, you don't need to remember which question you did not answer. And second thing is, if you did not answer the question, I want you to make sure you do answer. Now, it may be wrong, it may be correct. You will do your best. But the answer question, your chance to get the right answer is much higher than not answering the question. If you are not answering any of those questions or not picking answers, it means you have 100% chance to get wrong answer here and to lower your final score. So always make sure you answer the questions, always do your best, right or wrong, don't worry about that. Just think about the problem and come up with the best idea that you can think about it. Another great tool is, if I choose, I want to find, okay, maybe that will be one good example. So imagine we have kind of word problem and there's many words that you need to read too. On the right side, this play button is the one that when I click on it, you will hear a voice and the voice will read and highlight every single word for you. So let's click on that and see what's gonna happen.
Jada makes the graph to show the weight of a jar when it contains different numbers of marbles. What does the y-intercept represent? The weight of each marble. The weight of the jar by itself. The number of marbles when the weight is 0 grams. The number of marbles when the weight is 10 grams.
Alright, so I think this is really awesome tool, because definitely sometimes we get tired, sometimes we may miss some information when we read. So every one of you will have headphones. Please use this tool. Highlighting stuff, somebody reading something to you, it might help you and you will be more focused, concentrate. And some of us are just audio persons. We need to, hear voices, or maybe we're visual. We need to highlight some information in front of us to get better understanding. So use that tool. Keep in mind it's there for you. Definitely you can change, I think you can change the speed if you want the voice to read slower for you, or even quicker. You can choose between female and male, I think. In this case, it looks like just female right now. I'm not sure, but I think you can choose both. So minus and plus will give you, slow reading, faster, normal. It depends of your needs. So this is one good thing. Another tool that I want to show you, and it's very, very useful, is this one, the calculator. So on the top, this little thing over here is the calculator one. So when you click on the calculator, you will see what the actual calculator will look like for you. And I really need you to play with this calculator. Come up with different examples. I will have a worksheet for you to practice with, but your goal today is to become familiar with the buttons and see where is the square root, for example. Is there any percentage? How do I use pi or maybe exponent to, for example, if we want to click 8 to the power of 2 equals 64. So this over here will be the power button. We have the parentheses. Also, if you want to type number, let's clear that. If we want to type second and square root of 81 equals, and to get the answer, and some other techniques and stuff, but definitely being able to apply this graphing calculator and use it, that will be an awesome thing to do. So part of the being successful on this test is not only, practicing and memorizing stuff, but also being able to use those great resources. So hopefully every one of you will feel much more confident and ready on the actual test day after we are become familiar with those tools. So pretty much this is all what I wanted to share with you. Definitely we're going to have an option to practice with this sampler in class, so you can just pause the video, stop it at this moment, and continue with your online experience. Thank you for watching the video. I will be available for questions and help if you need it. Have a great day, everybody.